Not only that, we were all last time we were in Ethiopia just to look Africa, because Africa there's a long campaign going on, in different parts of Africa. So Helen, FGM is not only in Europe. FGM, originates from Africa.
Yes.
Yeah, it is about 28 African countries campaigning it. So our main aim, our main goal is, how to eradicate all forms of FGM in Africa as well as in the Netherlands.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
our main, struggle against it.
Wow, that is a very, very, very powerful venture you have undertaken. What exactly is FGM, and why is it getting all the attention now? For those of you who are our listeners, FGM is female genital mutilation, popularly called circumcision in Africa. But explain to us, since you are an expert in that area.
Yeah, thank you. Female genital mutilation, normally called from the WHO, World Health Organization, and some, like the UNICEF, they call female genital cutting. Whether it is cutting or operation or mutilation, it's all the same. Because you are cutting or mutilating, organ that is important, that is, God made, in a different ways. And then, there are different types. Some people they just cut the clitoris in different ways. Some people they cut the whole fingers and they stitch again, in Africa. So I came from Somalia, and the most Somalians and Sudanese, they are practicing the most drastic form. And what I mean drastic form, they cut everything and then they just swing again, and they just leave a small opening to urinate or the menstruation later on.
Oh.
So that's the difficult one.
Yes.
So thanks for the campaigns and a lot of, what they call it in Netherlands, they have done in Somalia and Africa, that the people now at the transitional period, especially in Somalia or Sudan, they say we are not doing any more the drastic form, and we will do the little one. So in my eyes, all forms of FGM, it's the same. It has a health consequence, it has psychological, it has a physical consequence. So we cannot discuss it only in 10 minutes or 15 minutes. It is more than that. So FGM, I think, violates from the rights from the small girl and as a whole from the woman.
Yes.
So we have to stop, and we have to start somewhere. That's our main.
So what is the passion that led you to this? Because there are 1,001 women out there from Africa who are genitally mutilated, and yet they are, it's just normal. I was recently speaking with somebody, and the person kept just telling me, for me, yes, I think it's normal for me, I'm enjoying whatever I'm enjoying. But I said, it's not only about you. What about other people, other women who like what you made us to understand now, whose organs are totally cut off and the little part is just left for them to urinate? Yeah. So what is the passion you had that led you to this?
I'm born and grown up, as I said before, in Somalia, and in Somalia the percentage is still very high. It's more than 8%. So myself also, as a young girl, about 8 years, I have been also through this thing.
Yeah, okay.
And I was thinking when I was as a child, I was thinking this is normal, this is a part of the girl, I cannot even wait my day, because as a child, 8 years, 9 years, you sit in the elementary school, and every girl has been circumcised, so you cannot wait even your time. So as a child, I was even thinking that, it is something like related about the religion, things like that, but has nothing to do with religion. That's why when I was in the university, the first, in the mid-80s, that's the first time I heard that FGM has nothing to do with religion and things like that. It's a pure cultural thing. So I said maybe in the future, if I have daughters, I will not circumcise as my daughters. But anyway, I have 4 daughters, that they are grown up, and then I didn't circumcise my daughters.
Yes.
But why, if I come back to your question, the issue, because I had been through it myself, but at the same time, I have seen that a lot of women died also. In Africa, the mortality rate is very high.
Yes.
And I was thinking that if I put my campaign at least to save 2 girls, it would be something. That's why, it's something that touches my heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a positive action.
Yeah.
Also, what are the popular beliefs behind this practice? Do you have anything?
Yeah. There is many reasons behind here. We are all Africans, but we are at least we are different. Believing this. Some people they say it's our tradition,
yes,
it's our norm and culture. We have to proud it. But in any way, Africa we have a different culture, very beautiful culture. But something vain I didn't call for me as a culture of a tradition. But some people they say it is unfortunately they say it is Islam, but has nothing to do with Islam because it's not in the Quran. They call it Hadith. That has we have many Muslims and they don't know even what FGM is. Some people they say about hygienic, it is very clear, it is a beauty, things like that. But when I tell you the truth, this is according to my analysis, it is just controlling the sexuality
yes,
of the woman.
Uh-huh.
And it's a gender issue,
yes,
it's a power relation,
yes,
and we don't forget that we are a patriarchal society, it's a male domination society. We come from that the man wants to marry, a girl that she has been circumcised.
yes.
I think that is the main reason behind this, about the marriage in the future and things like that.
Also, that when she is circumcised, she wouldn't have sexual urge. Is that what you mean? I mean, is that the brain behind a man desiring it?
Desiring what's behind it, and that they close everything that what they mean, they get more pleasure and things like that, especially for the man, it's enjoy it. But the other way around, that the woman gets more painful.
Yes.
Yeah, that is scientifically, it is not correct, but it is more or less, it is a tradition.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, those of you who are out there, we encourage you to call us on 023-681-968 as we broadcast this interesting social discussion. Do you have some figures for our listeners on places with notable FGM practices?
Yeah, in Africa, for example, where I come from Somalia, it's about 97%, which is very high.
97?
Yes.
Up to that?
Up to that.
In this 21st century?
Yes. According to the UNICEF, research. And for example, we have in Nigeria about 30. We have a Cameroon about only 1%. We have a Ghana 4%. We have also Sudan, it's about 80%. We have Ethiopia, which was 74%, but nowadays I hear it's only 56%. It's improving also. Niger is about 2.2%. Still Sierra Leone is very high, and Guinea-Conakry is more than 90%, and in Mali also, the top 10 it's more than 80% there.
Wow.
So within Senegal, even it's not everybody practicing, for example, about the FGM, but it's a certain communities,
Yes.
Some of them even they don't know. So in Sierra Leone, even the people from the street town, they don't know nothing about the FGM, but the people in the Buntu society, they are practicing very much about the FGM.
Yes.
So within Africa, we are different, but still
high.
Yeah, high.
Very,
very, very high.
Yes.
80%, 90%, I see it is still very high. And
yes.
we have to start somewhere. So the positive things, can I say even now, that the people now can talk, thanks to the internet and thanks to the social media, all these things, that is in a positive way. And I do hope that especially the youth in the future, because they are partners, they are professionals, they will be, fathers, the boys and the girls, that they will not circumcise their daughters. But I think, Helen, we have to do a lot of things in Africa, long way to go, but we have to continue.
Yes, exactly. I believe in that too. I'm in support of that, baby. I'm in support. So what are the main activities of your organization, I mean, the Federation of Somalian Associations in the Netherlands, what are the main
I think that the Federation of the Somalian...
Are you mainly focused on FGM?
No.
Tell us about things you are doing.
No, we are not only focusing about the FGM. The FGM is only kind of part of it, but we are dealing about the other issue like the youth. We have a lot, about 56 organizations, attached with our platform. So they are more oriented also being in Somalia, in the development of programs like health issue, like education, like human rights issue, things like that. And some of them also they are specifically also busy about the peace promotion because we are in the war in Somalia.
Yeah.
So in addition to that, our main aim is, as we are contact person from the government here, if anything related about the Somali government, the parliamentary, they are contacting us, and we are also helping of advice to do them, things like that, with the Dutch institutions who are closely work also with us. So the capacity building also with the local community-based organization, we are helping them. We are doing a lot of activities because it's about 27 Somalians living in Netherlands, and the last 3 years a lot of people they joined here in the ongoing war in Somalia. So these people, if you compare it from 20 years ago, it's totally different because we have been war about 20 years, and then there are a lot of trauma and psychological effects.
Yeah.
So we are doing a lot of activities with the Somali community here. Not only Somali, we are working also with other African communities, community of self-help organization, of community-based organization. So a lot of things going on.
Wow. When I went to the European conference in Brussels with you, just last week, you said something that you've been busy since 1994 on this issue. So what made you involved in media now?
The media is very important. The media, it is, you can reach a lot of people, but I want also, thanks to today, when they invited me here, and I want to say that especially the FGM is not an issue for the woman.
Yes.
FGM is a society issue, it's a community issue. It is a man and woman, it affects the whole family.
Yes.
So I cannot only do myself, but I want to work all together with our African women and brothers to fight this issue and to get out of our countries especially. We have to start building a bridge from here to Netherlands, and we have to speak out about this issue in order to save future girls in the future. So the media, Helen, is very important, it is very powerful, so we would like even in the future to involve more in the radio, especially in the radio, our people are listening to this. But anyway, you don't say I came from Ghana, I don't know nothing about the FGM, but everybody should be involved about this. Even one girl, one is also many, so we have to save even one girl.
I pray that every woman listening out there, you will appreciate this particular topic and speak up and let us fight for our rights. Remember, FGM is not even, circumcision for a woman is not even in the Bible. I took time to read when God spoke to Abraham to circumcise his household. It's just for the man. So I don't know where our people picked up this horrible practice, which is only favoring one side and leaving the others behind. Please, if you are out there, you are a woman, be interested in this topic. I'm ready to give you the number of my friend, Zahra, then she can educate you more on what to do. You got those offline, is it? The certificate, which they can use to show to their various countries if they are traveling out.
Yeah. I think there is a declaration.
Yes.
Declaration against FGM that has been out from the Ministry of Justice and the Ministry of Health. And the people, they were complaining, especially during education. They said when we go back home, we have a lot of pressure from our family. So in order to avoid that, this document, it will help you. Then you can even see the website from also the Voice of Naija. We have also this document, it's written in English, French, and Arabic and Tigray and Amharic, and you can take during the education. If your family asks you that they want to circumcise your daughter, you just show them, and then it is written your language, and at least it is written that FGM is not allowed in the Netherlands. It is punishable. So I think you can contact us about this document for further information related to it. And then,
thank you so much. Let's take a break now.